What's up, guys? This is my first video on meditation, introspective meditation, on how to get rid of your ADHD, depression, anxiety. This is how I did it. So I'm going to show you how. Okay. Sorry if my drawings are not up to your standards. I will definitely work on it. Bear with me. Okay, here we go. All right. We assume that having a mind that constantly thinks about the past, the future, materialism, selfish desires, hate, we think this is normal. This is not normal. This I call a chaotic and unstable mind with scattered attention. This mind, it's very difficult to focus, sit still. We want to get the mind to be in a quiet state, a peaceful state, a stable state. In this state, the mind can easily focus on task and cannot be easily triggered. How to get to this state requires for us to be aware of whatever it is we're suppressing. A lot of us are suppressing negative emotions from our past, because we assume that these negative emotions are always going to be there. This is simply not true. Every negative emotion you ever felt is a temporary emotional wave that your body can desensitize. These emotional waves, specifically negative emotions, tend to trigger anxiety vibrations. Your body can desensitize these waves through repeated exposure again and again and again. Your body has the ability called sensory adaptation. This is how your body desensitizes everything from drugs, alcohol, chemical substances. That's why your body was built to fight. Now, what makes you think it's not going to desensitize these emotional waves from specific thoughts, traumatic thoughts, memories, and probabilities? Okay? Meditation has you become the warrior mentality, embrace the warrior mentality, and focus your attention on these thoughts to let the emotional waves come, trigger them, feel them, embrace them, accept them, until you get to a point where they're completely desensitized. And all that's left is a memory of you feeling those emotional waves and anxiety vibrations. This is how you got over things in your past. Something bad happened here. You make you feel some type of way. And you got to a point right here where you got over it. What happened between then and there? You were feeling it. Feeling is releasing. Feeling emotional waves is releasing them. When one of your friends or a family member is crying, let them cry. When they're crying, they're releasing. It's okay to cry. Now, here's the problem. You don't want to cry in public. I don't recommend it. You can, but I don't recommend it. The problem with crying in public and in front of your friends or your family members is that they might try to stop you. Like don't cry. Here, drink this, or here, take this, or let's go get distracted. This is not healthy because that distraction may help you suppress those emotions and bury them, and you may explode later on. It's okay to suppress emotions momentarily, but not forever. You want to burn off these emotions as efficient as possible. The best what I recommend is when you're alone. Whatever's bugging you, whatever keeps making you upset, spend some time alone. Focus on that thought. Close your eyes and focus on that thought. Embrace whatever it wants you to feel again and again and again. And I promise you will get to a point where you won't feel nothing. You will desensitize every emotional wave. And then in that state, it becomes very easy for you to forgive that person who hurt you, or forgive the universe for feeling the loss of whatever that is that you lost and caused you pain. My brothers and sisters, Emotions do not last forever. You can learn to desensitize them through practice of introspective meditation. Now, I want to show you the guardian of your suppressed emotions, the ego. Your ego is the part of the mind where thoughts of manipulation, thoughts of denial, pride, your selfish want perspective comes from. Your ego, we all have one. Your ego is there to be tamed, and you learn how to use it, not abuse it. A lot of you are still learning. It took me a long time to detach from my ego because it becomes very easy to be attached to your selfish perspective and become a narcissist. Become a selfish, impulsive monster. This is not healthy. Be aware that when you have prideful thoughts, competitive, ambitious thoughts, thoughts of manipulation, when you're just focused on your one perspective, it's your ego. Just learn to listen to it talk in your mind without attaching yourself to it. Understand that your ego is a part of you, is not actually who you are. Your ego always has your back. Your ego suppresses negative emotions so you don't feel them at the wrong times. For example, let's pretend my girlfriend breaks up with me. I caught her cheating and I confronted her. I'm gonna want to cry right in front of her. I will use my ego to say, nah, I'm not gonna cry. I'm gonna bury those emotions in front of her. I don't want to release my negative emotions in front of her. Once I'm done confronting her, just by talking, I will then, once I'm alone, I'm gonna focus on the thought and embrace the emotional waves because I am aware every emotion is temporary. I'm gonna embrace all of this. It's gonna be a wild roller coaster. If I do this sober, I can burn these emotions off easily. But if I do this using alcohol or drugs or friends, it's gonna take me a longer time. You don't have to vent to anyone in order for you to release these emotions. When we vent, we feel. When we feel, we release. You can learn how to do this on your own using introspective meditation. And I will do my best to guide you through it. Because I'm not special. If I can do this, so can you. Thank you for listening to the video. This is my first one. I'm doing it inside my office. I hope my boss doesn't kill me. But yeah, let me know what you think. Thank you.